Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about Gatsby, and my name is Nidal, and this is my friend.
Hi, I'm Richard.
The theme that we selected was love and obsession are two completely different things. However, obsession to some people is love, and that leads them to their doom.
Alright, so first off, The Great Gatsby is set in the 1920s, which was also known as the Roaring Twenties because of the huge economic growth that happened, where many people prospered. It was after the First World War, where America made a lot of money from the producing weapons and stuff. Jazz was very popular during this time, and there was a lot of newly rich because of the stock market. Prohibition was going on right now because of the alcohol thing. And basically, there was a new job now called bootlegging, where people would take alcohol from Canada and bring it to the U.S.
The inspirations of The Great Gatsby came from Fitzgerald's own life. The parties was inspired from when Fitzgerald went to parties on Long Island. The character Daisy Buckingham took inspiration from Ginevra King.
No, stop. It's Buchanan. It's Buchanan, alright? Daisy Buchanan. Alright, yo, this is Daisy Buchanan. Daisy Buchanan took inspiration from Ginevra King, a debutante of whom Fitzgerald fell in love with when he served in the military and had a relation with her. Just like Gatsby, who was modeled after Fitzgerald's time in the military.
Wife Zelda refused to marry him at first because he had little money. He started writing, and when he made money, married her. This is like how Gatsby needed to make his fortunes in order for Daisy to like him.
Alright, so
the novel Great Gatsby was written about this character named Gatsby and how he had achieved the American dream. In the book The Great Gatsby, the American dream is supposed to stand for independence and the ability to make something of oneself with hard work. More about materialism and selfish pursuits of pleasure. No amount of hard work can change where Gatsby came from, and old money knows it. Merit and hard work aren't enough, and so the American dream collapses.
Gatsby, who was obsessed with money, was now obsessed with love. We know about this in flashbacks where we hear about Daisy and Gatsby's first kiss. Though Gatsby's point of view, we see explicitly in this scene that for Gatsby, Daisy had become to represent all his larger hopes and dreams. He now wanted this girl, and he was going to dedicate his life to it. She is literally the incarnations of his dream. So we see again the relationship is very uneven. Gatsby has literally poured his heart and soul into it, while Daisy, though she obviously has love and affection for Gatsby, hasn't idolized him in the same way. It becomes clear here that Daisy, who is human and fallible, can never live up to Gatsby's huge expectations of her.
Gatsby and Daisy's Gatsby's and Daisy's view on their relationship was very different. This is evidently shown especially when Daisy says, "I loved Tom once, but I love you too." In this incident, we finally get a glimpse of Daisy's real feelings. She loved Gatsby, but also Tom. And to her, those were equal loves. She hadn't put that initial love with Gatsby on a pedestal the way Gatsby has. Gatsby's obsession with her appears shockingly one-sided at this point, and it's clear to the reader that she will not leave Tom for him.
Okay, now Nadal, what do you think about Gatsby so far?
Gatsby wants to be with Daisy. You can see why he would want to be with her because he has devoted his whole life to her.
So,
however, Daisy doesn't think of Gatsby the same way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so are you saying you hate Daisy?
Well, I'm not saying I hate Daisy, but she should show the same love and affection towards Gatsby as Gatsby does towards her.
Okay, so you're saying that basically Daisy should show more relations with Gatsby instead of just Gatsby having a one-sided relationship with her, right?
Yeah, it feels like Gatsby's in love with himself, you know? Like, Daisy should show some affection towards Gatsby as, like, he shows to her.
Alright, let's continue. Well, you can also see
yeah.
why this confession is such a blow to Gatsby. He's been dreaming about Daisy for years and sees her as his one true love. Well, she can't even rank her love for Gatsby above her love for Tom. Neither Myrtle's infatuation with Tom or Gatsby's deep longing for Daisy can drive a wedge between the couple. Despite the lying, cheating, and murdering that occurs during the summer, Tom and Daisy end the novel just like they began it. Careless, restless, and yet firmly united. The stubborn closeness of Tom and Daisy's marriage, despite Daisy's extravagant unhappiness.
Exaggerated.
Exaggerated unhappiness. And Tom's cheating reinforces the dominance of the old money class of the world in Gatsby.
Despite so many problems for Tom and Daisy, their marriage guarantees their continued membership in the exclusive world of old money rich. In other words, class is a much stronger bond than love is in this novel. In the end, Gatsby was obsessed with Daisy and would do any length to get her. Her relationship with Daisy showed us that his love was not love but obsession, and in the end, that obsession was the doom of Gatsby.
So, Nadal, would you say obsession and love are two different things?
Definitely. They're completely different things, but some people just think of obsession as love with a person and think it's the same thing as love, right? It's just like liking a girl, but seeing her from far, but never actually getting to know her.
Okay, I see what you're talking about. So what about Tom and Myrtle's relationship? How would you talk about that?
Like Tom and Myrtle's relationship, that was a whole different thing. Like Tom was trying to find something with Myrtle. He could be different around Myrtle than he could be with Daisy. Like she wasn't the same class as Daisy, so he could do whatever he wanted with her, and nothing would go wrong.
Would you say Gatsby
That's
was
what
like
Tom
that?
was with her. Be like that with Daisy. Gatsby wants to live his whole life out with Daisy, right?
Yeah. But he was attracted to her originally because of her wealth, was he not?
He gave the same perception of old money. He tried, but at the ending, at the hotel room, Tom Buckingham showed the true colors of Gatsby.
Buchanan. It's Tom Buchanan.
Yeah, my bad. Tom Buchanan. He took out the true colors of Gatsby, in which Nick stated, our narrator, that he had the same look as if he had killed a man. So that shows that even though Gatsby has got all this money and is rich and everything, he will never be like Tom. That's why Daisy is in so much love with Tom.
So you think that Daisy's not in love with Tom's personality, but instead with his security as old money?
Yes. Being with Tom produces a security and social,
Social class?
wealth.
Social wealth, yeah.
It is much more than love to her. She would rather be with someone who is, instead of someone who became rich like Gatsby.
So all the characters that were not old money, that had love in them, they were all brought down because of old money, right?
It was the same with Tom and Myrtle, same with all the other incidents that had ever happened in that book. So Fitzgerald shows us that money, class, rules over love.
So instead of what other people are saying, how money can bring happiness, are you saying that money is the root of all bad?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you that love love is not bigger than social class and money and wealth. No, not even wealth. It's just social class, because Gatsby's also rich, right? And so is Tom. But she rather chooses Tom because of what? Social class.
Alright.
Exactly.
So you're saying there's no way for society to have a classless, a classless society anymore, right? It's just impossible.
Who would you rather choose? Someone that is the same as you, or someone like that you barely know and is different than who you are?
Yes, but that someone's in love with you. He's willing to do anything for you. Like, would you still not choose him?
But what it, yeah, I like even if they're in love with me, it still doesn't provide that security that she gets with Tom, right?
But he's got the money, you know? He's got the money and the love.
So does Tom, right?
But
Tom is like a
got the
handsome
love.
man too.
He ain't got the love, though.
No, but it's not all about love. Plus, Daisy also says that the love that she had for Tom and Gatsby is the same. Like she said she loved Tom in the hotel room, did she not?
Yes, she did, but she also said he was a brute, and he doesn't really mean it. When she said, I still love you, Daisy.
You see, Fitzgerald shows us chooses Tom over. She chooses Tom over Gatsby, right?
Yeah.
Showing that Gatsby is not old money, and he's different. That's why she just couldn't be with him.
So would you say this scene is based on Fitzgerald's own anger over how he could not be with King?
A little bit of that is true, but I think Fitzgerald applied his own twist to the story.
Okay, I see. You know, that
Know what I mean?
little human touch, right? Alright, so it's getting a little bit solemn, so let's go into interesting facts.
Let me know what those are.
Alright. Well, basically, the Roaring Twenties, you know, everyone was rich, and everyone wanted to be rich. But there was also sometimes when some people were poor, right? Basically, during this time, you could either be super rich or super poor.
See, so what's it called? It was all based on everyone was trying to be rich, right? But
Yeah.
no one.
Yeah, rich.
People
being
who
rich
were
was the
already
end goal, you know.
I see. That's quite an interesting fact you got there. Let's share some more.
Alright, well, the American dream has changed over the years. Now it's about being famous and, you know, just having a lot of people know about you and like you, basically worship you, you know. Back then it was just getting money,
Then
getting
it was
rich,
just being
living
rich,
a nice,
right?
easy life. Yeah, basically.
So what you're trying to say is back in the day, the American dream was doing nothing but being rich.
Yeah, and now it's basically doing nothing and getting rich by doing that. That's what all people
Just
want now.
sex, being good looking, being worshipped.
Yeah, straight facts, you know?
That's
Yeah, that's it.
that sounds pretty good.
Alright, so you want to talk about Fitzgerald's life?
Yeah, sure. Like Fitzgerald wrote the story to primarily with the primary concerns the young and mysterious millionaire Jay Gatsby. Passion and obsession for the beautiful former Daisy Buchanan, just like
Buchanan,
he
Daisy
loved
Buchanan,
his wife.
come on. Daisy Buchanan. Okay, so, well, do you think Fitzgerald may have gotten any other inspirations for the Great Gatsby?
Inspired by the parties he attended while in Long Island North Shore, he began planning the novel in 1923, desiring to produce, in his words, something new, ordinary and beautiful and simple and intricately patterned.
Yeah. I also heard that it was partially inspired by a French novel called Le Grand Mais Aulnay, written in 1913. It has since been translated in English if anyone wants to read about it, with the titles The Wanderer and the Lost Estate.
Did you know that when first published, Great Gatsby received mixed reviews, and sold very poorly. In its first year, the book only sold 20,000 copies, but nowadays, it's so important to learn about as it reflects upon our life and how life was back in the day.
Alright, so now it's time to talk about our sponsor, Nike, you know? What do you have to say about Nike, Nadal? Nadal? Okay, we must have disconnected from Nadal for the time being. But anyways, Nike, just do it. Alright, now back to the Great Gatsby. Now, The Great Gatsby, it's a sad tale, but there's some good in it. Nadal, what would you say was something good in the book? So, there's this really funny video right now. We're just dying right now. I'm sorry.
So what was your question, Richard?
Do you think there was any good in The Great Gatsby? Anything that was uplifting, you know?
The Great Gatsby is an inspirational book to a lot of people.
It's
very important.
Yeah, I would say it's really important. Would you say this is one of the most important books in American literature?
It could be one of the most to many people, but to others, there's always something else that inspires them. I think we're reaching. I think.
I'm sorry, we couldn't hear that. Could you repeat it real quick?
I think we're reaching the end of our play.
But before that, we have another sponsor from Tyler One.
Buy shirts, t-shirts, pants at tyler1.com.
Also from Big Baller Brand, we have a new shoe, the LaMelo shoes. If you want to buy for $492, it's pretty worth, you know.
Better than the Yeezys and less price.
Exactly. Kanye's
Alright, I think we have reached the end of this podcast.
Oh yeah, thank you for tuning in. Tune in next time as we talk about the Berenstain Bears and how it's ruining American society. See ya.